What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the TradeMarke Podcast. We are so glad that you are here tuning in today to listen to our lovely voices. And we've got a really special guest with us today who has a really cool story and a lot of awesome educational, entertaining, really insightful things to share. We've got James Hatfield with us from LiveSwitch, among many things that he's got in his tool belt of stories and experiences. So we're super excited, and let's go ahead and dive in.
Step into the Trademark, your go-to podcast for everything marketing in the trades. Hosted by award-winning industry marketing experts Sarah Ghirardo from Remarkable and Eric Thomas from Rival Digital. Together, we're here to unite the worlds of trades and marketing, bringing you insights, stories, and strategies from the heart of the industry. Whether you're a trade professional, a marketing expert, or somewhere in between, this is the place for you. Listen in as we're here for the big ideas, the game changers, and the everyday successes. Because at the Trademark, we're with the trades and for the trades.
What's going on? I'm excited. I'm fired up.
I'm super excited. Let's get started. So, James, tell us a little bit about you. And we're so excited you're on.
Thank you for having me, Sarah and Eric. I'm grateful to be here. A little bit about me. I currently am the Chief Revenue Officer for a company by the name of LiveSwitch. But prior to that, I used to own and operate and run painting and power washing companies. So I'm probably one of the few people that got off the ladder and landed in the technology. That's how I got these big, thick glasses. So don't worry about it. I think they give those to you when you get into technology.
Yeah, it's anytime you switch from the field to a desk, you immediately get nice looking glasses.
Yeah, because I've got my nose on a computer screen all day long.
Yeah, so that's an exciting journey, and I feel like that's it's uncommon. Like we hear a lot of folks that start off working in the business, they grow a business, or they start a business, and they stay in that trade or that industry. But it's really unique when you have like boots on the ground, day in and day out experience running a trades business, and then you create technology around it. So what did that journey kind of look like as far as getting off the ladder and behind the desk?
Yeah, well, even getting on the ladder has been interesting. My grandfather's father died really young. He was the oldest of a number of children. He had to drop out of high school at the age of 16 to go to work and put food on the table. Imagine that as a 16-year-old. When we look at our 16-year-olds today, and we wouldn't even think they could do it. But with enough grit and reason why, you can. So I didn't come from much. My father built his own home. And these guys, my grandfather wanted me to be a painter. Like that was his big dream for me, just be a painter. And so I did. I learned how to paint homes really well and power wash them and do it the right way. And I started my business by knocking on doors, literally going door to door in neighborhoods, asking for business, earning the business, and then putting my crews to work, helping them take care of their families. The problem is that when I went to the bookkeeper and the accountant, I knew they were speaking English to me, and I'd nod. But I'm like, I don't understand the word this person is saying. I was like, I think that's a real problem. Need to understand. I got to get my mind on my money, right? My money on my mind. So I decided, hey, maybe I'll go to state school. It was affordable. I'm dating myself a couple of decades ago. And so I went and put myself to business and accounting school while running my trade so I could understand what that bookkeeper was saying. And so from there, what happened is as I finished graduating, I met a guy who was running a landscaping company doing the same thing. And he built a long time ago, before AI and LLMs and all the stuff we talk about, he built this expert system where you could take an income statement and balance sheet, run it through it, and it would give you a report to explain to a business owner what the numbers mean. So the problem I had is I was like, that is really cool. And he's like, well, do you want to try to sell it? I'm like, well, you'll get me off the ladder. I'll give it a shot. Well, that kind of worked out. We went from nothing, incubator company, to Inc. 500, which means you're one of the fastest growing companies in America. We did that for 3 years. And then we eventually sold the company to KKR, and it's a $1 billion company. So that worked out pretty well.
Wow. Yeah.
That worked out pretty well, I would say. Yeah, most definitely. And so tell me a little bit more about today in LiveSwitch and what they do for the trades or what they do to help out.
Yep. So we started getting into philanthropy, and we're like, hey, we're kind of too young to hang up our boots. Instead of starting a company from scratch, let's buy one. So we bought a 12-year-old company out of Vancouver. We looked all over for something we thought we could really contribute and find value. We wanted to stay in tech this time. And we bought a company that specializes in communications, specifically in live video. One of very few companies in the world that did it. And so we have done some cool things with this company. So, and you've seen our stuff and touched it. You didn't know it was us. So we did the Super Bowl this year in the last 3 years. If you go to an MLB ballpark and scan a QR code and they put you on the Jumbotron, we powered that. If you remember COVID when NBA was in the bubble or WWE wrestling, we powered all that. We did all of that. And so I was helping build product. I'm also kind of a nerd when it comes to building things. So I was a product officer for the company, and I got a knock on the door from the chief of police in Washington, D.C. to reinvent our nation's 911 phone call. Okay, when you make a phone call, you're in this thing called telephony. We have a phone number. I mean, it's like a fax machine. The worst part of your phone is the phone, right? So you're trying to tell the officer or the dispatch, like, what you're compromised. I'm like, well, now we all have these cameras on our phones, right? I think they give you these now when you're born, but like we got a ton of cameras. So I was like, how do I get into that camera with no app, like quickly, so we can point the camera at the situation and it can be shot to the police car, fire truck, emergency medical, so they can see what they're driving into. It's called situational awareness. So I woke up at 3 a.m. one day and I was like, I got it. And so we started building it. I got a ton of nerds in this company. And so I'm telling all the nerds what I want to build. And I'm going to tell you how we got back into the trades here in a second. It's a wild story. But so I'm reinventing that. I'm showing the chief. The chief's like, why don't we have this already? Because I figured out, I was like, Chief, we didn't have the infrastructure where everyone had these phones, right? So now we do. And so all things government take forever. So I was like, I wonder who else can use this. So I started talking to guys in the FBI that take care of professional sports teams. So I get this guy, his name's CT. He takes care of the Tennessee Titans NFL football team. And I'm showing him my emergency medical stuff. And he's like, hey, I got the stupidest question. I'm like, what is that? And he's like, my arena here in Nashville is huge. He's like, can I just text my guy across the arena when the trash cans fall over so I don't have to hop in my little golf cart? Because that would really help me. And I was like, oh, and boom. Like, it reminded me when I was running my painting company, I used this thing called a Nextel walkie-talkie. And I love that thing. And I was like, it's like the Nextel walkie-talkie, but for your eyes instead of just your ears. And so I was like, let me talk to some guys in the trades. So I get a hold of this guy. He's like, I don't know. He's like in the Hall of Fame of self-storage. And then this other guy who's in like the guy for moving industry, like moving boxes, moving in storage. So I talked to this guy and I'm showing him the stuff. And he's like, James, you're sitting on a pot of gold. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you should know this. He's like, the most expensive thing I do as a business owner is I put an hourly wage guy in one of my trucks to just drive out with one of my vehicles in the hopes of closing business. He's like, I'll just, in my discovery, I'll do this virtual thing. And sometimes I think I could probably close it virtually. Other times it lets me know that person has no business having one of my employees get out. They're just going to get 2 pizza boxes and their friends. Or it determines, oh, that's a big job. I'm driving out. And he was so right. We like exploded. Now we got like I've got all kinds of trades people using it. We're under the hood of Service Titan and Jobber and all the rest of these CRMs. And just because we're one of the rare companies in the world that do live video. So we went from 911 phone call back to the trades. Isn't that a crazy story?
That is crazy. And it all began with a knock, right? Like, hey, you were knocking and then someone knocked on your door. And so kind of a full circle moment you have going on here. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I think that's really cool. What's really cool is a lot of folks start in the trades or they start, in an industry and then they're like, oh, I have this product. I can take this to the legal industry and to the medical industry. And in this instance, it went backwards. Like you started doing, for the government, helping with 911 and stuff like that and worked its way into the trades and found wild success.
Yep. I mean, it's just like Sarah said, I'm just a door knocker who builds stuff.
Yeah. That's so cool. No, I'm just a marketer who builds stuff. I came from the trades too, so I totally understand it, but I'm not as cool as you. I will be one day. I'm going to write that on my wall. Be as cool.
You need some glasses. You need the glasses.
I'm going to get glasses in a couple of weeks. Don't worry.
Yeah, Superman had glasses too.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Yeah. So, okay. So what does it really do for the home service industry? Tell me more about the live camera. What do they do in the home? What do they see? Like, how does it help with their conversions? Tell me more.
Yeah. So it's been fun. I've gone into every industry in home services now, and it's so disruptive. Like now that we carry around 4 cameras in our pocket, it's not just, it's the whole, we call it the customer buying experience, right? You need to think like your customers. There's a little company called Amazon that has ruined all of us.
Yes.
Right? Everyone here, you don't need Prime. You can just wait for the package to come in 2 weeks and not pay your Prime.
It's totally true.
But why do we pay for Prime? I want my stuff now. And now I got to get overnight. If you get an option, I'm just guessing, this is me. Maybe I'm the only weird one, but if it says 2 days or overnight, I just choose overnight. I just want it. I don't have any patience. We have no patience anymore.
Yeah.
Your customers have no patience. You have no patience, right? And so now when my pipe is leaking, do I really want to wait for someone to come and fix it? No, I want it now. It's like DEFCON 5 in my house if the pipe is leaking. So who gets the business? Well, the person who get their butt out here fast enough and fix it and not be crazy expensive, right? So speed is everything. I think speeds in the NFL, the highest paid guys are the fastest. Boxers, Olympians. Are you any different as a tradesperson? No. It's happened to me when I had my painting company. So it probably happened to you is you'll book your bid, right? And then you'll call 2 days later. Hey, I'm on my way out. And they're like, oh, don't bother. I got somebody. That's happened.
Mm-hmm.
You lost because of speed. And I was like, well, I win because of my amazing personality and I'm the best pipe fixer in town.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Sometimes. That's referrals, sure. But for the average buyer, here's what we do. In case you didn't know, I mean, maybe I'm weird. I go to this weird company called Google. I just Google plumber near me. I don't have a bunch of plumber friends live by, right? Plumber near me. And then what do? I look at how many stars. So when I was on stage a couple months ago in Orlando talking to the painting and power washing, my hometown, right? In Orlando. And when I got on stage, you know what I did? I took the microphone, I took my phone out, and I'm like, we're going to cold call right now. I'm going to pretend to be a business owner in Orlando that has a pool party tomorrow, and I want someone to come and wash my deck of my pool right now, and I'll pay double. So I Googled power washer near me, 766 5-star reviews. I hit call. It rang 9 times and went to voicemail.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no.
Went to the next one.
Morning.
Went to the next one. Ring, ring, ring. Well, it had an answering service. It said, welcome to so-and-so's power washing. How can we help you? And I said, hey, I've got a pool party. I'm ready to buy right now. I'll pay double if you can do it this afternoon. And then the AI agent goes, that is great to hear. Before I pass you to a representative who can help you, let me get a few more bits of information. I'm like, you don't need any more information. I want to pay double. If you don't put me on with someone right now, I'm gone. Well, thank you for once I get more information, I was like, gone. And I'll ask, is your AI agent right now your number one salesperson, tradespeople? No. We love talking about AI. I like AI. I actually like it. But when it comes to getting money, I got to see you. Yeah. Right? And so you can't make this up. Listen to what happened the next day. Oh my gosh. The next day, another speaker is up on stage like, did you hear about the guy cold calling businesses? And one of the guys who's in my session was like, oh yeah. And the guy he called is sitting right here who didn't pick up his phone. And everyone's like, oh no. I couldn't believe. Well, of course, the guy's like 6'7". He's built like a tank. And then he brings his other buddy and they're coming at me, like walking straight towards me. I'm like, this is how I die. I'm a dead man. Like these guys are huge. He comes up, he's like, did you call me yesterday at 1:00? I'm like, yeah. He's like, the marketing guy's beside me. Like, the marketing guy goes, well, it's out of town number. He starts making all these excuses. I'm like, uh-oh, busted. And the owner's like, what time? Let's look. And he looks like, yeah, we just didn't pick up the phone. And he's like, I spent thousands of dollars, Mr. Marketer, to be that 5-star review, and you can't pick up the dang phone? Like, wow. Oof. So, what matters? Speed. Picking up your phone matters.
It does.
Yeah. When you pick up the phone, now I want to see, and you can see my shiny face. That's the virtual piece. And I can decide if I'm getting your money Amazon right now. I got to do the pool party. Or this person, they ain't got $1 to their name. I don't know why they're calling me. Or it's like, oh, this is a big job. I need to drive out. Right? So that's the first engagement of, and there's no app to download. You literally just send them a text. They tap a text, they're on. We even have laser guidance systems. We just added it today, actually.
Crazy.
Guide on live video, laser them around, like here, this way, over here. Look at this. And we're adding in all kinds of AI as well. Think of like Iron Man in the iron suit. But that's just a start. I haven't talked about operations yet, follow-up, marketing, recurring revenue. And it all can be done with these beautiful cameras. And everything gets recorded, right? It's going to cover your backside. Now your salespeople can show your operations, what they're bidding on. If someone screws up, like as a painter, after I do a final walk around, it's like, oh, you busted my gutters up. I'm like, no, it was already busted. Well, now I've got my NFL instant replay.
Because pros watch film, and so they can watch it over and over and learn from it as well.
Yep. Training. Exactly.
training, marketing. I'm just like, my brain is spinning.
Oh yeah, I busted everyone's brain. Check this out. How
Yeah,
about
well, I work with
before and
products, right? And so I'm like, okay, where can I put this in my products that I make at Service Titan?
Well, we're bolted under the hood of Service Titan already.
Yeah.
You can actually launch the call right out of Service Titan. No apps. I didn't like my Nextel walkie-talkie is my favorite thing. Why? One button. We designed for one button click.
Yeah, it needs
You
to
know
be.
why? When you tell people like, "Hey, software," and people eyes roll in the back of their head when you're talking to tradespeople because they think, "Dang it, I gotta work." I teach someone in 2 minutes. I'm like, "You send a text, you can use my stuff. We're done."
Yeah.
I like one-click stuff, and that's hard to design that way.
It is.
Yeah.
I always make fun of my engineers. I'm like, all y'all got soft hands. None of y'all been on a ladder like me all day. We're not putting in. You know what engineers do? They over-engineer stuff. Like, go stay on a ladder all day and tell me you want to use this technology. Well, let's keep the train on the tracks. Yeah. Okay. Let's follow the buyer. All right.
Yeah.
Ruined your sailing. All right. Now let me ruin your operations.
Okay, please do.
Okay.
Yes.
So now you send your guys out. Have your guys ever gone out to a job just to turn around and go back to the warehouse because they forgot equipment?
Absolutely.
Like, oh crap, it's a 3-story house. I needed bigger ladders.
Absolutely.
Right? Well, because I can watch the instant replay of the sales call, I know what the house looks like or the commercial building. I know what we bid, so I can hold my salespeople accountable. Hey, stop selling world peace. I don't build that. Then also I can know what I need to bring out, and it's polite. It's rude to ask people the same thing over and over again. So if your guys come equipped, they can say, "Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, I already know we're doing this. This is what I'm planning to do today. Is there anything else that you didn't share with us that needs to get done?" Because sometimes customers are like, "Oh, your sales guy said they would also paint the shed too." And you're like, "No, not on the instant replay. Happy to do it. Let me upsell you." Right? So then now I get on site and I'm like, "Do not touch that house. Don't touch it. Do a pre-walk around video. Whether you're in the house, out the house, in the commercial building, outside commercial building, because after you're done with something, people are like, your guy marked my wall. Like, it's already there on the sales call before we even got on your property. Like, I don't want to be a nonprofit. Or if something bad did happen, crap, I'm excavating, I hit a pipe. Hey, boss, well, take a video of that. So our guys are putting a QR code on site that anybody can scan, customer or operations. And if an issue happens, you just scan it, take a live video, and it goes to the cloud. No more scrolling through friends and family stuff. And anything stored on your device is a liability. If your tech team, if your team, your crew is out there and they quit on you and they take all those videos, that kind of sucks. So before and afters, and then after video, customer testimonial. When you put live video and real photos on your website or your business profile, Google actually, they have this thing called LLM now and generative AI. It reads your entire website and looks because stock photos are real photos and videos, and it will organically give you more upvote if your stuff looks real. Google's actually trying to serve up the best businesses in the area. And how do they know you're the best? Well, you give them authentic content to do that. And they have the machines, the AI will read it, right? So get your staff doing this, right? And then the final thing, well, one of the other things they're doing is claiming property. There's a great race going on that you might not know about, but all of tradespeople are trying to put their stickers with the name of the company, the phone number, and now a QR code where someone can. So my plumbers are putting it on the water heater. My HVAC guys are putting it on the HVAC unit. Electricians on the breaker box. Because what we want to do next is box Google out. Get Google out of the way. I don't want people Googling plumber near me. Like if they're at the water heater and it's not spitting out hot water, it's like, oh, that's my plumber. You can call it, you can scan it, take a video of what's going on, goes right to the cloud. Or a new tenant moves in or a new homeowner. Oh, I guess this is my plumber. Yeah, I guess it is. I'm claiming the property. So marketing teams are putting, like I have a bunch of serve pros that are customers. They're saying, ever experience loss? Call us here, scan here, and put this sticker or magnet on your fridge.
You could integrate with smart thermostats too. So like Nuve, predictive maintenance, you should contact Ish.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a good idea. And so because IoT in smart home and the way that it's monitored could be monitored quicker. And so there's a lot of ideas there. Really, really interesting.
Yeah, my wheels are turning.
My brain is just like, okay. And my product brain is like off the chart right now.
Let's keep take you to the future.
feature, and then tell me about your philanthropy. Like, tell me about more of the company. Like, take me to the future, though.
Okay. Future tech. What's next? All right. So I think about it as Iron Man. That's one of my favorite like superheroes, right? Like it's a normal dude who's super builder, but he's got this suit that he built, right? That's what AI will become for us. Everyone's scared. AI is taking our jobs. Yeah, for some people it might.
Right.
But the AI ain't going to paint my house. The AI ain't going to fix that leaky pipe. That ain't happening, right? So I need a co-pilot, or I need my Iron Man suit. So when I get on there, practical, tactical AI is what I'm talking about. What if you get on property and the person you're serving, English is a second language?
Yeah.
You ever seen those Japanese like ninja movies where they put up real-time translation?
Right.
Yeah.
Here you go. What can do that? Just the phone, right?
Yeah.
Or if your crew is English as a second language, so that recorded message from the salesperson, or if the crew gets on in English as a second language and the customer, it's hard to talk to the customer. Now we have a thing, you can tap a button and instantly your customer success agents come up and walk. Oh, we've got, Johnny on site today. He's going to do your painting. He's going to fix your pipe. He's going to, fix the toilet. Is there anything else? And since I have you, can I upsell you? Right. So we're putting this, whether they're on your website, whether they're on property with QR codes, we're adding translations, we're adding in inventory, measurement tools where you can measure things this is all about third-party systems where it started. Right. And so now we're having follow up like after the fact, during and it can start creating contracts, proposals, all kinds of stuff. And I can't even go into everything because my company will choke me. Like, but I don't care. Like, we're moving so dang fast. That's not what it's about. Like, it's about changing the trades.
It is.
Right? The trades got such a bad name of like they're knuckle draggers. I'm like, no, you're not. The software companies just don't get us.
Yeah.
If you get me and understand me, you build for me.
Right. It's totally true. You have to understand it's to build for you, to build for them.
I don't have to plumber to code for me.
You might. There's some really smart plumbers out there.
And they can code. But you know what I'm saying? We're asking our coders to like do the plumbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think about like so many in like the HVAC and plumbing side, and even electrical. They're big on like inspections and tune-ups. And like, if you're listening to this and you run one of those businesses, that those are really, at the core of it, a way to get your foot in the door so you can inspect and look for, anything preventative that could be fixed or replaced. And they do it, it's like a low cost foot in the door offer. I just think of this as like, instead of doing a Facebook ad where it's like $73 electrical inspection, where you have to fill out the form and then wait for them to call you 3 days later, and then they have to book you, and then the person shows up a week later. Like, you could do it even look like maybe even free, or maybe like $5, something cheap, like we'll do an inspection for the cost of a cup of coffee. And instead of going through the rigmarole of getting called, getting booked, getting dispatched, showing up, waiting, taking off work, you just fill out the thing right there, and then bang, your phone rings, or you get a text message and you click it and your inspection is underway.
Yeah. All the customer cares about is how much is it and when can you fix it? As much as I want to wait around with my 4 kids for you to come by and come into my house and take an hour and have me step away from the things I'd rather be doing, it's not that I don't like you. I just don't like doing that.
Right.
Yeah. And operationally, it's good for the contractor. Because it's like my sink upstairs, it's slow. It's backing up every time I use it. Like, there could be a large clog, or there could just simply be some hair that like really doesn't need a full service call for. So now operationally, you're not spending, as much time dispatching people and sending them out for something that takes them 25 seconds to clean up and fix.
Yep. And something and it also expands if you ever been bonking your head against the wall for hiring people and qualified folks, well, now this expands your ability to hire salespeople and tradespeople anywhere in the world, right? Yeah. I've got a guy in Seattle. He runs an 8-figure moving company in Seattle, and he has 37 sales reps in South Africa and his lead sales manager in Poland. Wow. And they're doing 8 figures. And no, you can't. Nope. You just don't trust it yet. Like, I have someone who's been like, James, if I hired a virtual assistant, it's my favorite employee and they're hardworking, and I'm all for jobs in America. Don't hear me wrong. I'm just saying, if you can't find someone to do the job in America and you need someone who's going to hustle and grind for you, and also they're very affordable. And $1 goes a long way in certain countries. Now, obviously, the person in the Philippines can't fly out and fix that leak, but you're asking also, we ask our tradespeople to do everything. right? They need to be the unicorn. They need to fix the toilet. They need to upsell. They need to be customer service. And frankly, some of them, it's like, all I want to do is fix the toilet. If I don't have to talk to a customer ever again, I don't want to. I just want to fix things, right? So you want to put the right people on the right seats of the bus, as well as hire the best talent anywhere in the world. It's all possible now.
Tell us more about the philanthropy stuff that you were sharing about.
We're all just sitting there like, I'm just like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Got your wheels spinning. I've sufficiently busted you up. So after we sold that first company for, it's $1 billion company now, the financial company. When you have means, and you don't need to have means to give back, I think that's a fallacy. Like, people feel like, once I have a ton of money, I'll give back. I'm like, you can just give back now. Like, you don't have to be loaded. Like, people need hands and feet and time and ears, and in one of my nonprofits, I started a church and a hospice. So I could literally go and sing to people on their last day. I take my kids in there. It doesn't cost me any money, but it is so powerful. It's so powerful to be that close in that intimate situation. So the bigger nonprofit that we started, because we believe in second chances, is called Inmates to Entrepreneurs. We have trained and coached countless of incarcerated men and women to teach them how to run businesses. Sometimes they've just never been taught. Sometimes they already have been taught. They just need the business fundamentals. And we hop in. It actually became an ABC television show called Free Enterprise. My business partner is a star of that show. We hire folks out of that program. I can't even go to the graduations anymore. It's just so emotional. But it's all about second chances. And, we've really loved educating, giving back, training, getting in our communities, going to places where not everybody wants to go. Not everybody likes to go to prison to visit, but we'll just go. We go touch the folks that most of society doesn't want to touch. A lot of crime is, the majority of it's nonviolent. People think crime, they think violence. It's not always violence. Sometimes it's addictions, or just young people decisions, or just you're getting in cyclical things. It's not always, I think inmates get a lot of bad, we make mistakes. Everyone listening here has made mistakes. Some of us has just made bigger mistakes that we regret. And we want to change. The people that want to change need an avenue and pathway and a little help at times. And then they turn around and give back and become some of the biggest givers. Some of our best coaches have gone through the program.
So you have a lot of things going on, which I love, right? And like you have a lot of great things going on. And so what does your normal day look like?
What's normal?
I don't know. To you, what does your normal day look like? Like, everyone has a normal day, but that should have been our icebreaker question.
Yeah.
So today, we can talk about today. Today, I started off talking to 2 different CEOs of software companies. We're talking about launching different networks to help business owners get equipped, back to the educational piece. Then I'm on your podcast. Later today, I'm on another podcast talking. Yesterday, I was on a panel for moving companies. Other Friday, I was on a panel for self-storage. We do a lot in property management. I'm in front of owners. I'm in front of microphones to educate. And then I'm in front of our customers and in front of our team. Every now and then I'll get in front of our product team or sales team and educate. But I spend the majority of my time connecting with people virtually. That's kind of my thing, trying to tell people to do more things virtually. So never trust a skinny chef, right? So I eat at my own restaurant. And people I believe in getting person to person, belly to belly, like sitting down, breaking bread with people. I think that's great. I also think that something that's just as powerful, according to the data, is connecting like what we're doing now. I can see you, you can see me. It's different than tapping away on a keyboard or talking on the phone. This is the next best thing to being together. But also, this is very convenient. And people are like, man, can I win business this way? Actually, the guys that track all their data win at 63%. I'm telling customers to just tell me everything. Like, hey, I'm winning 63% when I'm doing virtual and 60% on site. And I'm like, why is there? I mean, it's close, but why is there even a delta? He's like, well, I get there faster, or my serviceable area is wider. But my typical day is talking, learning, teaching, training, giving back, and then my most important meeting is around the dinner table because I got 4 kids and my wife. So I never miss that meeting. And that's a big reason I've been home based for the last 13 years, because my father, like I said, he came from nothing. He wasn't around. And so I made a commitment that when I'm going to be a father that's around.
I love it.
That's so good.
Eric just had a little girl. So got a little one, AJ. Sorry, I said his name on. We've talked about him before. It's fine.
That's fine. If we hang around here long enough, he'll pop his head in too. But
Yeah. Family is so important. And I think the home service industry, like we are generational, right? And I think it's just so important. What industry are you getting into next with this? Because I see like restaurants, I see like anything could have this.
Yeah. I was talking to some execs in Panera and Subway, and we're talking about how to get rid of the standing in line.
Mm-hmm.
Like now and it's called throughput. So you can just sit down at your table, scan a QR code, connect with the order taker, could be anywhere in the world, and then they swipe the credit card and then your food just comes out. No more waiting in line. It's good for the restaurant because if your line's too long, some people will just leave, right? I don't want to wait in that line. But if you put your order in really quick and I get it, you ain't going anywhere because you just paid for your meal, right? So every industry is disruptible. So we really are focused on the trades right now. Home services and trades. My partner was a landscaper back in the day. I own paint and power washing, so it feels like home. So maybe that's another reason. And we do have global customers all over, but we're also really focused on North America, Canada, and US. I do have service companies all over the world though, but our thing is to get more focused because I can disrupt medical, clinical. I have doctors that use our stuff. I have dietitians that use our stuff. I've got, all kinds of ones, but yeah, we're really trying to, like I said, we're getting under the hoods. Like the service titans are already on hood there, jobbers, everything I'm talking about has an open integration, open API. So you can just bolt that in. I don't want to be another app. We have, some landing pages and things, but ideally you never even leave your CRM.
I'm sharing this with our entire.
Yeah, we're like, if I don't share this now, I will forget about it. No, I won't forget about it because it's cool. I want to know. Okay, so if you were talking to an HVAC owner today, right now, I was one. What would you like? How would you sell this?
Yep. So at first, ask about your current process. Right. I always like to see where you're at. I never want to discount or make assumptions. So first, see how you do different process. I want to know about your selling. I want to know about your marketing. I want to know about your operations. I want to know about your follow up, and because we're going to go through the whole thing. Right. And talk about recurring revenue. We're going to start right away by, I want you to touch the technology. A lot of people like to put up PowerPoints and then you never even touch it. So the first thing I do is get your phone number and I text you and we do it. So you can feel what a customer feels like. Because our stuff is super.
You should text Eric.
I can do it right now.
Do it. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. There's a private chat. I'm going to put it in here because I'm afraid if I say it out loud.
Yeah, don't say it out loud. I'll give you my Google Voice number that everybody likes.
All right. No, I am going in my technology. Now you can do this from any phone, any tablet. I don't care, right? I don't have apps. So I am going to send him an invite. I've got his phone number. All I have to do is put his phone number in, which I'm doing now. I won't say it out loud. Give me a second. I'm actively putting it in. And then I put in his name. I don't have to, but if I want to talk to him again, now I hit send. So on my end, it's loading up for me. And I'm seeing a big screen. It's putting up a virtual background for me with my branding because some of my guys live in their trucks, right? All Eric is doing is he's tapping a text. He's on.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. So I see. So go ahead and on your screen that you see there, Eric, hit the microphone button so we don't get any echo. But I can talk to him through his phone. This is the reverse of a FaceTime call, right? Eric sees himself large and me small. That's the reverse of a FaceTime call because I've got to walk him around the property. On my end, as the contractor, HVAC guy in this case, I see him huge. I'm recording everything. I'm tapped into his camera so I can take high resolution photos of him, which I just took a photo of him. I have a toolbox here where I can take notes. I have a share screen where I can walk him through a bid. And then after we're done, I can try to close him right there. Or if he's like, I need to talk to my spouse, I'm like, all right, I'll send you the video. Please share this with your spouse because I'm the best sales guy for my HVAC company. And then they can see that my face, I can see what he's looking at. Like he just showed me your screen. I mean, that's it. That's the first piece. That's the text to connect. We have a whole platform, but this is one of our most popular. But you saw how easy it was for him to text, get on, and I just put in his phone number.
Yeah.
All right. So we can hang up there. Yeah. I mean, so I'll teach you that, right? Let's race to the face is what we call it. People buy for
right. It will speed to lead. Speed to lead is what we call it in the trades, like speed to lead, because we have a speed to lead team who can get there fastest, right? It's got to be at the search of Google, which was 30 seconds a long time ago, but now there's AI. And so it's obviously slowed it down a little bit, but at the same time, 30 seconds speed to lead, period.
Yep. And so you can do this operationally too. So if I'm the boss and Eric's installing something and maybe he's a junior tech or I'm a senior tech, I ain't seen this before. Show it to me. I can tag each of these videos. So all that video recording just went into the cloud and it's SOC 2 certified because we work with governments all around the world. I mean, it's safer than a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wow.
So if anyone's worried about safety, I'm like, the phone call we're on is less safe. Just so you're aware. So from there, I have that entire session. If I could share my screen, I could and show you the video we took, but I can't because I don't want to share it because it'll.
Right, I totally get it.
But I'll have all remote photos. And the photo, I actually went into his camera and took a high-res photo, which I can crop, I can draw on, I can share. Like if I got to send this to insurance, our team, we have unlimited storage. You can put it in let's say it's a bigger project. As all the photos and videos are coming on property, as you're doing your punch lists and as you're doing your updates and installs, I can share that project with the customer and they can watch it being done. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten your car serviced and now they're taking videos of the work they're doing because they want to know you were actually doing the work you're paying us for. This is what customers are expecting. It's already happening. So when customers can see and you're working on their homes or their offices or businesses, they can see the progress. It gives them more confidence in the checks that they're writing you in the cash because they know that you did the work properly.
And you're sending them a text message, so it's an opt-in, but is it an opt-in to view their to record?
Yeah. So what you didn't see Eric do is he had to hit allow the camera and yes, those are safety features, and so he's in control as a customer. So he did that, but then boom, right in, no app. I have no idea what kind of phone he has, so doesn't matter.
No app. Like how did you do this without any app?
So that was the magic sauce.
That's the magic stuff. Okay, cool.
Yeah, right. But yeah, the power.
No app makes sense.
The power.
No app makes sense.
Power of the internet. Power of that's what I woke up at 3 a.m. and figured out. It's like, I got it, and then my computer scientist got it done. I was like, nobody has time to download an app in an emergency situation. How do I do this?
Yeah. Not only that, apps are like heavy on your phones. And they're heavy loads.
And we don't store anything. Like I stored that entire video of Eric and I, and he never had to scroll through. People hate doing that. When you're like, can you text me pictures? Can you take a video? They hate that. Now all I have to do is send you a link and you tap it, you tap record, you walk around, say what you need done, and then that's it. And we also got it tuned up to when it works in crap and no internet. Because I got guys that work in basements. I got one of the largest solar panel installers. They work in the middle of nowhere. So as long as you just take the video and even get that 3G crap internet, it'll still upload into our video Dropbox.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. James, is there anything that we haven't covered yet that you were hoping to chat about or go over?
I think I've sufficiently blown your minds, hopefully.
You have. I'm really excited about this for you. And I'm going to talk about it to everybody that I know, including my dog. We're going to have a conversation tonight.
I've been talking to vets around using this stuff too. Maybe one day your dog will be on live.
Yes.
I have these big macaws. I have big exotic birds. I'm a bird guy. I grew up around parrots. It's like to find a vet. Like my parrot had like a nasal drip, and now I can just here it is.
Yeah.
My bird does not like to get in my van.
No, my dog hates it. Has super anxiety, even children. Yeah. Okay. Yes. You blew my mind. I'm super excited for you. I love that you came onto the podcast and shared all of your knowledge with us. And I am so excited to see where this can go for you. I definitely think that you should niche into the trades hardcore and go into power and sustainability. And because I see a lot for this. So really cool stuff. Really great getting to know you. And if you need anything, let us know. We're always here
And if anybody wants to get a hold of me, I'll make myself available. Anyone listening to this show, I'll personally make myself available, right? I won't farm you off to our sales groups or anything else. If you want to get a hold of me, you can go to LinkedIn and look up James Hatfield and LiveSwitch, or go to our website, LiveSwitch, LiveSwitch.com. Click demo and ask for James.
Perfect.
Like, hey, I was on Sarah and Eric, and I heard James, and he said I could talk to him. And I own businesses. We don't even have to talk about software. You just want to talk about anything: finance, hiring, firing, legal, CPA work, exiting, anything.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, this is great stuff. super excited. So is there one last thing, one piece of advice that you want to give the trades or anyone in the home service or commercial space that you could do? Landscape. Anyways, keep going. What would you want to tell them, or a business owner, anyone?
Okay, I'll go off script here. I'm going to teach you how to be famous. Ready?
Mhm.
This will help for both of you guys. I can go into any industry and become a thought leader and influencer. In fact, I used to have 500,000 followers for fantasy football, and I did radio shows with Tiki Barber, if you're familiar with the guy. All right. So I'm going to show you how to do this. You're going to go to a little website called LinkedIn. And if you're listening as a tradesperson, you can discount me now. That's all right. But I can change your life. All right. And make you tons of cash. Go onto LinkedIn and every day pick your industry. So if you're a plumber, pick plumbers. I want you to hit the connect button 20 times a day. No more, or you'll get blacklisted. Okay. So 20 times, and do the vendors too. Oh my goodness, we're so scary, but do the vendors too, right? And just hit the connect button. Don't send a note, don't pitch, don't say a dang thing. Just knock on the door. Remember, I'm a door knocker. Knock on the door. We're knocking and dashing, right? But it's modern. So knock on the door 20 times. Some brave souls in the beginning will say yes to you. For whatever reason, you'll have no connections, they'll say yes, but they will. After you do this every day for a few months, when you connect with someone, I'll have like 350 mutual connections. Do you know what that person is thinking? Why do I not know this person? And they automatically, their connect rate goes up higher. That's step one. You can do this in the morning. You can do it while you're sitting on the toilet. Maybe that's too much information, but you can do that. All right. And you hit connect. The next thing I want you to do is once a week, put up a photo or a video of what you and your team are doing and try to just share. I know it's crazy talk. Share. You find a great podcast that you're listening to right now. Maybe I can be your first post. I listened to this cool podcast. I read this cool book. I met this cool person. My team just built this. We just did that. Okay? Because everyone's watching. Everyone's looking. Some are liking. All right? And eventually, what you can do is someone will reach out, or you can reach out to them. Would love to connect, get to know you, especially because you'll go on your LinkedIn feed and see who's out there, and you're going to learn. You're going to learn way more. You're going to receive way more than you get.
Mhm.
All right? And then you reach out and you do this. And everyone hears this like, oh, I've heard this. No, do it. You'll make a lot of money. And eventually you might even end up on stage. I promise you. It happened for me. It has happened to me in every industry I'm going to.
Yeah.
Because I have something to share. I'm willing to knock on the door. And here I am. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not special.
That's really good.
I'm not special, but just do it. I promise you it'll change you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for everything today. First off, listeners, if you're out there listening, like, what a great episode. Please leave a review. Please reach out to James. Also, we're super excited. Eric is launching his book, which was due on July 1st. So it should happen any day soon. I keep pushing him. So I want everyone to know that this is happening. And Eric, what is the book called?
The book is called The Home Advantage for Contractors. The Home Advantage is an acronym, stands for Humanize Your Brand, Own Your Market, Master Your Message, and Execute with Excellence. You can, there's a website you can go to thetrustcurrent.com, and there's a subscribe link, and I'll hit you with updates as it's ready to come out.
Yeah. So super exciting stuff for everyone. Again, James, thank you so much for being on. And listeners, we love you, appreciate you, and can't wait till the next episode. Talk to you soon.